Do I have to reintroduce myself or?
All the sexy girls in the club,
Guys, before anyone gets onto me, I can explain why I've been gone a very long time. I've not posted on here since February, I believe. A lot has happened in my life since February. Obviously, we're currently in July going into August. Turning 22 soon. But anyways, this video is going to be more of a chit chat explanation. Where do I even start from? We're going to work from February because that's the last time I posted. But I don't really recall what happened to top in February. But I know that I disappeared off YouTube specifically because I had a lot of assignments to do. Obviously, I was in my final year of uni. I finished uni now. Never have to deal with education again. But backtrack to like February, March, I was dealing with a lot. Like I just had there was just a lot of situations that was going on in my life. So it was like mentally I wasn't there. Physically I wasn't feeling too great either because it was winter and it was cold and like, you know, my body was acting up. So I was in and out of hospital, but that was in May. We'll get to that. That was in May. But yeah, February to like June, I'll say start of June, my head was just all over the place. Like I just wasn't in the right place to be posting on social media because, like I said, my head wasn't in the right place. And one thing with me, when I'm like depressed, that's the word we're going to use because that's how I felt. When I'm depressed, I don't like to socialize or really speak to people. Like I will lock myself in my room, curtains down, lights off. Like some days I won't even brush my teeth or shower or eat because I genuinely don't have the energy to do so. But yeah, so obviously that was going on. And that was going on for quite a while. And I also don't like to bombard people with my problems. So it was like I was keeping things to myself and it was just building up and building up and building up to a point where it was like I can't actually deal with this no more. But I have learned now that it's actually okay to ask for help, you know. Like it's okay to ask for help. So yeah, it was just those couple of months were just a bit of a brain fog in the sense of I remember things that happened, but at the same time I don't want to remember things that happened because it was like it just wasn't a good place to be in, is what I'm trying to say. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I decided to disappear off YouTube and TikTok. I wouldn't say I only recently started posting on there, but I'd post on there here. I would post on there, here and there. I don't even know if that was proper English or if that made sense. But yeah, I'd post on there when I felt like posting on there, but it wasn't like a consistency thing where I was posting constantly like I was before. And then YouTube, I completely abandoned YouTube. I'm sorry guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I abandoned you guys. I didn't mean to, but I felt like it was the best thing for me to do for myself in the sense of I was trying to get my life together. And also I had, like I said, I had other stuff going on. So it's like I didn't even have the energy to pick up a camera and film or pretend to sit in front of a camera and act like everything was fine when behind the scenes I was I was dealing with my thoughts. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so skip past like February, March time. March, I passed my driving test. So as you can see here, in the back of my phone case, I've got a purple license now, not the whitish yellow one that I used to have before, not the provisional. I've got a full driver's license now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I can drive. Although I've not driven since March, so I feel like I've forgotten how to drive. But the point is, yeah, I did my, my driving test, passed my driving test with a few minors. I'm not going to say how many minors because I feel like you lot will be like, oh my gosh, that's so much. And it's really not. The point is I passed, I've got a license now. Where's yours? Sorry, that wasn't nice. Yes, so I, passed my driving test. That felt great because I think I passed my driving test 2 days after I submitted my last assignment for uni. I think I've skipped a bit because I was in hospital in March for 2 weeks because I wasn't feeling well. Won't really get into the ins and outs of that, but because of that I then got an extension on my last 2 assignments that I had to do. And also because of the fact that I wasn't in the right space mentally, I also didn't have the energy to go to uni. So there was literally just a point in time where I completely stopped going to uni. Like I wouldn't attend my lectures, I'd barely attend my workshops. But yeah, it was just because I didn't have the energy to do so. Like one, I'm not gonna lie to you, a bit of it was laziness and a bit of it was also because of the fact that, like I said, mentally I just wasn't there to sit in a lecture and have information given to me and then just go home and feel like I've not even understood what I've been taught anyway. Like to me it was a waste of time, so I stopped going. But as I said, I finished now, I got my grade. I'm very much happy with my grade, but we'll get onto that. So what was I even saying? Yeah, passed my driving test in March, 2 days after I submitted my last assignment. After that, I think life started feeling great again, in the sense of I finished uni. I no longer have any assignments or exams to do ever again. I've worked hard to get to the point where I can actually submit my last assignment and finish uni. I've also worked hard and saved so I could pay for driving lessons and pass my driving test. Like, so it was like I was slowly starting to tick off the things that I said I wanted to achieve this year. Still ticking things off, but after that I feel like life started looking a bit more, you know, a bit more reasonable. Then obviously, because I finished uni, I started working more. Like, I've literally just been working all summer because, like, I think with me, I like to know that I can take care of myself, and I can take care of myself. Like, I work hard and I work a lot for the sole purpose of I don't want somebody to ever walk in my life and say you've got this because of me, because half the stuff that I've got because of me. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got because I worked hard for it. So it's like, yeah, it's just a good feeling to know that I work hard for the things that I want, and I can get the things that I want because I work hard. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like I've just said the same thing but in 3 different sentences. But yeah, so where does that lead me? Pass my driving test, finish uni. Speaking of finishing uni, wait there. Let me show you guys a little something. As you can see, this says award document on it. And in here, ladies and gents, we have my certificate. I don't know if you can see that. But yes, we have my certificate. I finished uni with a 2-1, which I'm very happy about, extremely happy about. Because like I said, I feel like I worked hard for it. When I started uni, I wasn't studying law. I was studying midwifery, but long story short, I dropped out of midwifery for various reasons and then switched to law. So instead of being in uni 3 years, I was in uni 4 years. But the point is, I've now got a 2-1 in law, which is amazing. Let me just put this back in here. But yes, as I was saying, I've now got a 2-1 in law. I did want to be a lawyer, but I don't actually think I want to use my degree to be a lawyer anymore. I think there's different routes that I want to go down, in the sense of I can still use my degree, just not to be a lawyer. I feel like that plan is no longer a plan that I want to do, because it's long and it's really expensive. And I don't think I have the passion to be a lawyer anymore. However, I might change my mind somewhere down the line. But what I want to get into is, like, you know, youth justice work and things like that. So I'm making steps towards that. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my certificate came on the post the other day, which I was really happy about. I've not yet graduated though. I graduate in November, God willing. So I've still got a while to go before I actually graduate. But just the feeling of I've actually finished uni, and I was like, yay. Aside from that, I've literally just been working, making me own money. I got a new flat, but I've not yet moved into that yet. I will move into that in due time. But yeah, I've got a new place, so I can finally move out of my student accommodation, which is great, because I finished uni now. I don't actually need to be in student accommodation, and I feel like I need a bigger space for myself. Do you know what I'm saying? What else do I have to update you guys about? I feel like that's pretty much it, if I think about it. Like, I feel like I've explained everything. But yeah, long story short, that's why I've been gone off here for a while, because, you know, I've been working hard, I've been achieving my goals, I've been, you know, grafting behind the scenes. I was going through mental health problems, physical health problems, just a whole load of stuff. So it's like I couldn't put my energy into filming when I didn't have the energy to give to myself. Do you know what I'm saying? But yes, I am hoping to get back on here and be a lot more consistent on here, and give you guys videos that you want to see, and interact with people a bit more. I don't really know what else to say, to be honest. However, over the last couple of months, I feel like I've learned a lot about myself, in the sense of I feel like I've learned that I don't give myself enough credit. Because like I will achieve something, or I will achieve a goal, but then it's like I don't give myself enough credit for achieving the goal, and I'll just be thinking of the next thing, and I feel like I've not done enough. But then it's like I'm reminded that what I've done is actually a big achievement, so I shouldn't look at it like it's a small achievement. Do you know what I'm saying? So I am, you know, learning to give myself a bit more credit where credit is due, give myself my flowers. And like I said, yeah, I've also learned that it's okay to ask for help. It's not something that I like doing, because as you can see, I'm quite independent. But yes, as I was saying, I feel like it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to ask for help. Not even I feel like it is okay to ask for help. When you're going through something, ask somebody for help. Ask your friends, talk to your friends about your problems, talk to people that you trust about your problems. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if I didn't have my best friend and a few other people in my life, there's just certain things that would be a lot more harder to deal with. So yeah, when you need help, guys, ask for help. Don't suffer alone. Like, don't be dealing with your own faults alone, because it's like it gets daunting. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it. Like, obviously in uni I've had different periods where I've genuinely been downright dark depressed. Like, I'm talking dark depressed, but that one in itself is a story for another day. But yeah, try not to let yourself hit rock bottom before you decide to ask for help or support or whatever. Try and seek help when you can. And asking for help don't make you weak. I feel like that's a mentality that I had, in a sense of, part of the reason why I don't like asking people for help is because I don't like to be deemed as weak. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to carry myself and portray myself as a strong woman. So when I ask people for help, or like I'm telling people this is what I'm going through, it's like, after I've said that, I feel like shit, because it's like, now I feel like you're looking at me like I'm a weak girl, and I'm not a weak girl. Do you know what I'm saying? But when you need help, ask for help, is what I'm trying to say right now. And also, another thing I want to say, if you put your mind to something, you can achieve that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if somebody told me that I'd be sat here right now with a freaking 2-1 in a law degree and I've got a driver's license, I'd tell you, like, there's no way that I've achieved all of that. But I have. And we're only 7 months into the year, and I've achieved stuff that I wanted to achieve, and I'm proud of myself, and it makes me happy because I've actually done that. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I feel like I should have said this before I decided to say that I'm going to stay more consistent on YouTube, but I've kind of muddled everything up together because that's just how I am. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much the life update. I don't really have anything else much to say. Obviously there's things that I can't go into detail about, or I don't want to go into detail about, so we'll leave that out. But thanks for watching, if you did watch, and appreciate you guys for your patience. And I hope that like I said, can be more consistent. I can interact more with you guys, and you know, the whole shebang that I've already said. I don't really feel like repeating myself. But yes, what I'm trying to say is, I'm back. That's what I'm trying to say. I am back. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not complaining. But yeah, that's pretty much my life update and the little chit chat that I wanted to have with you guys. It's not a long one, but it's something. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's me out. I will see you guys in my next video.